AJ, you got us loaded up for the our favorite game show.
Oh man, so we've introduced it and then we took a hiatus. So I know we left y'all hanging, but it is time for America's favorite game show. Yay! It is time for your favorite game show, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, AJL Presidente. Let's get ready for Fact or Cap. D-Hill, hit us with the first question.
And I'm so glad that we got our guy Reefus in the chat right now. So we're going to start off with this one. Did the Niners have the most injuries in the NFL history?
Yes.
that might be fact.
That's a fact.
Motherfucking fact. And so quite honestly, this is so you know how Sean McVay was the quote unquote genius for a while. This just shows that Shanahan tree is something fucking crazy.
Phenomenal.
To win the game, to win the games that they won, and to have all those injuries. And this is like, bro, I don't know why Nick Mullins is a household name. I shouldn't have seen him throw this many passes in my lifetime.
Yeah.
But they still getting wins.
Yeah.
And so to me,
next man up.
They bring like they lose Raheem Mostert. Motherfucker named Ricky James came in and had a motherfucker named Ricky James. That sounds like somebody finna fix your car. Could be the carburetor, could be the alternator. I don't know, but it's gonna cost you $400.
We had Hugh Jackson on here, and what did he say about Shanahan?
Hey,
he said he thought that he was the best doing it right now.
Yeah.
And he said that he thought that because of his ability to put his players in the best position. So what he did was say when Ricky James had to come in, he went back to the tape of Ricky James prior to now, said, Rick, come in, man. What you do best? I'm throwing out everything that you can't do, and we're going to do what you do, Ricky.
But
and that's how he's had his success.
But just like
defense trail too now.
It had injuries too.
It did have injuries to two. That both of their starting D ends. Like, come on, and they still got pressure on the quarterback.
Didn't they trade somebody? Didn't they trade somebody too?
Yeah, Sherman came back, and he was. Y'all know I don't even like Sherman, but I respect his comeback. I like stuff like that. Now you kind of won. You won a part of me, Sherman, because I have never liked you until you was able to still be solid coming off the Achilles, man. So I do respect that.
That boy was so far back, he was almost playing safety.
Almost playing safety.
Hey, but it was worried about that Achilles.
Hey, but he still, bro, he used his brain. He said, listen, I'm not fast enough. I gotta be back deeper. But guess what? He still read them quarterback eyes and still got picks, bro. So
he did.
Ricky, I don't give a good goddamn. It's close.
Oh, Richie James, that's what it was.
It still was we still got a part two of that.
Go ahead.
Can we blame the staff, the training staff, for their shortcomings?
Yes.
No, man.
Yes,
I'm gonna say no.
Yes, we can.
I'm gonna say no.
Hold on, wait.
Hold on, let me ask it again. Let me ask it again.
I'm saying cat.
Can you blame the training staff, San Francisco training staff, for their injury shortcomings? Fact or cap?
Fact.
Those defensive ends, those are freak injuries, bro. Like you can't blame the staff on that. How can I prevent that?
That was two people. They had 37 people on injured reserve.
I understand, but listen, bro.
Wait. Tory, let me finish.
COVID, man.
Tory, remember back in the Steve Nash days of the Phoenix Suns when people was like, yo, the Phoenix Suns got one of the best training staffs in the NBA because players, they was rarely getting hurt, and when they was getting hurt, they'd come back quick. I know personally I hate to bring them up because nobody gives a fuck about them, but every year the Bengals have tons of people on injured reserve, tons of stars on injured reserve. And that's because we don't do shit properly. We don't train properly. We don't have the indoor practice facility so people can continue to get the work. And so to me, the training staff, just like college football, the strength and conditioning coach is one of the most important people that you have. Like their strength and conditioning coach in college is the most important hire that you can have on your staff, because if you are doing the proper things, you can prevent some of these soft tissue issues. Yes, some of the injuries are freak accidents. You can step wrong and stuff like that. But if you are strengthening the right muscles, guess what?
But they
you
didn't have time, bro, because of COVID, and that's why I say it's cap this year.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Time
like,
year,
because
my whole thing
you
is,
understand, bro. You can't go out without training and go do that. They had no OTAs. They had none of that off-season stuff. They shortened the preseason, and all that stuff goes into it, bro. Yeah, right. Okay. And that's why it happened across the league. It just so happened more to them, but it's all about that's where them soft tissue injuries come from. Prevent that stuff in training, but they ain't got the time to do it.
But Tory, we know, like, regardless, how hands-on are how hands-on.
I like that. I like that.
How hands-on it, but didn't they have a lot of injuries last year? If I'm not mistaken.
Not like this, bro.
No,
this is
not like this. Not like this. No.
But that's my thing. So, but Tory, how hands-on is a football organization? Don't you know? Hey, we have. Hey, I need you. Are you here? I'm checking in.
Yes, but not during COVID.
Okay,
during COVID, they had no community. The offices were closed. They couldn't communicate, could do nothing. So whatever they did, they had to do on their own. All the training, all the work they did, the players. So if you want to blame somebody, blame the players for not doing it on their own. Because that's where it had to be.
All right.
You see what I'm saying? That's like that's where the blame got a lot, or with the NFL, because that happened. Like that's what I got 9 receivers that I play on varsity. 5 guys had a hamstring or ankle injury this year. 5 of my 9 at some point. Why? Because we couldn't. No, because we can't go in the weight room because of COVID. We had no offseason, no summer. They left in March. I didn't see them again until September 8th.
So
come on, man.
Because of COVID. You see what I'm saying?
This is something that we did.
Reality, AJ.
We did talk about this before the season. We said that it was going to be an extremely large amount of injuries because there was as much as players didn't want preseason is necessary, and so it seems like there was going to be a lot more injuries because some of those preseason injuries that we would have seen in camp, OTAs, and actual preseason games happened during the season. Yeah. So I'm definitely with y'all there, but I do think training staffs have a big part. But I will take a step back and say, you know what? I didn't take COVID into consideration, so that definitely played a big part in it.
I don't give a good goddamn. I know one thing: next year we better have a full off season. My team needs it. My team needs it. I'm
saying everybody.
I don't care about injuries too. I'm talking about my team. My team need a full off season. We need every practice. We need every OTA. We need every mini camp. We need every training camp. We need every preseason. We need a Hall of Fame game. We need all that.
Not the Hall of Fame. Y'all always be in that joint too, man.
I don't care about y'all. I'm talking about my team. My team, we need an extra preseason. My team needs to keep practicing now. If you under contract, stay at the Star. I don't give a damn.
Valley Ranch.
Everybody. Bubble there. Don't go nowhere. Stay there. Watch all
the air mattresses, Sam. Pull out them air mattresses.
Do all you got to do. We Sleep Number. We sponsored by Sleep Number. Do your thing.
It's a whole bar in there. Got everything you need, baby. Yeah. You got everything you need. All the luxuries.
Word.
I'm finna take a shot.
All right. Last question. Factor cap. So best young teams in the NBA, man. We got ATL, Dallas, Phoenix, Charlotte, Sacramento, or Minnesota, and any other team that you feel is young that you want to add in, like the Knicks or somebody else.
Who's the best young team?
Yeah. Who you think? So
I'll go first. Man, that's a tough one. My pick. I say it's kind of cheating because you got the young boys and you got the old vet. I'm gonna say Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the young guys, they're playing very well together. But I mean, we got the old man you know what I'm saying? The old man bring everybody together and like, look, that's what we need to do.
Talking about CP.
So it's like, absolutely.
I forgot that he was there till you just said that. I'm like, they ain't got no old man in Phoenix.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So like it's kind of cheating, but I mean, they're playing great basketball.
I
You
like
know,
Phoenix too, man.
How far it's gonna go, what it's gonna correlate to, I don't know. They'll make the playoffs. Can it be the Lakers? Hell no.
I play on Phoenix, so I'm sold on Phoenix.
Before y'all go, let's talk about.
That's fact. Phoenix is the best young team in the NBA. That's fact.
Fact. That's what I was gonna say.
I'm gonna disqualify Orlando because they've been to the playoff for the past 2 seasons
and ain't done nothing.
But they've been to the playoffs. They've been to the playoffs.
Swept. But that's the worst thing that you could do as an organization is make the playoffs and do nothing because you don't position yourself to get better now. As far as the draft, you so far back. You feel me?
But I think they got better because they ended up getting what's my boy? I like Cole Anthony.
Yeah, I do Cole Anthony. I mean, they just got lucky, and they got lucky, man. He shouldn't have been there when they drafted.
He shouldn't have.
We gonna hold on. I gotta read the Celtics. Are we gonna consider the Celtics as a young team?
I feel like they're veterans. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they 3 years in, right?
That's it. Just 3.
But I'm just saying but after 3 years, you're considered a veteran, so they don't really have like Charlotte is young. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta's young.
I'm not even going to necessarily like consider them not being a young team.
I mean, they young. I guess you can do
because like I think that they're a young team, but I think with them, just as a collective, they have a lot of veterans.
They do.
And then, well, like just like last year, I mean, they had Al Horford, they had Marcus Smart's not young.
Marcus Smart is a veteran, bro. Like,
yeah, so to me, they have a lot of they have a lot of veteran presence, and they have a lot of veteran presence that actually is going to play meaningful minutes. To me, a young team, you got just a whole bunch of young dudes out there getting it, and then you may have a veteran or two, but still, I think just overall, I don't think I would qualify them as
young Reef.
But
he just look old.
He's been through some things.
Huh?
He's been through some things. But the core of
Youngstown, Ohio.
The core of the Hornets is definitely young. Miles is young.
That's why I don't know why Reef said that.
I'm going with the Hawks.
They're gonna lose.
John Collins.
Yeah, I think
like
John Collins. I like the Hawks,
but
I think John Collins gonna get traded.
For who?
I think so.
Because they didn't they didn't come to an extension with him, and so I think they're gonna move him for somebody
I think they will though.
I think they're gonna move him for somebody that they are 100% certain that they can keep around for.
Yeah, I thought we specifically talked about them last year. We said that bringing Collins back was essential for them.
We did, but that's not in there. They ain't working on it apparently.
But it takes two to tangle. It takes 2 to tangle. He might have declined, and he might say, you know what, I'm going ball this year. It's going
and want more money. Yeah,
and it's
he might be making himself. I
ain't going front. I actually literally read a Bleacher Report story today that Phoenix Suns could actually trade for John Collins.
For who?
For Cam Johnson, Dario Saric, and protect the first round pick.
Once you throw in a protected first round, maybe, but those names, no, I'm not giving you Collins.
But the reason why
bang that thing the other night,
that's just at the center of my spine. I was like, oh shit! I was watching the game. I was like, oh shit!
People don't dunk like that no more. People don't dunk like that no more.
I was surprised.
He must have grew up in a single parent home because that's how frustrated from a single parent home.
The way I'm gonna tell you the reason why I didn't have Sacramento on this list right now because of Luke Walton. He is ruining.
He's trash.
He is ruining.
The worst thing that could have happened.
Because they was on the brink of trying to get that last spot. And
remember when he became the coach? What did I say?
We said it.
So real quick, let me jump in here for what Reece said. The reason
off Steve's success, bro. Like,
got
the job.
They're
not doing nothing with it.
They're young age-wise, yes.
Wait, but they also have Tristan Thompson, Marcus Smart, Jeff Teague, and
they got
a veteran presence there.
And their young players have experience too, so it's like they're kind of different than all the other young.
Because outside of Devin Booker, even like DeAndre Ayton, he's young. Mikal Bridges, young. Cam Johnson, young. Yeah, but just like Booker's still young. Booker been in the league longer than Tatum and all them boys. He's still young.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is the core, like that core group, and the vet, like you just throw in Chris Paul as the veteran.
Yeah. CP.
But everybody else is young. Like our starters are young.
Once you get an extension, they're young. I'm done with young.
That's right.
Okay. Wait. I didn't get to give my point real quick on what team I was gonna pick. And of course, I was gonna pick the Phoenix Suns as well, just because I'm biased. But the reason why I was gonna say this is even before Chris Paul, they were doing like they did this in the bubble with adding Ricky Rubio. And remember last year, DeAndre Ayton got suspended for 25 games, and then they were struggling. So I think had you to take that into account, having a full season of DeAndre Ayton with Devin Booker and a legitimate point guard, whether it had have been Ricky Rubio or Chris Paul, I don't necessarily say we started off as hot, but I still think we will be in a conversation of really good teams because, like I said before, I think what we gave away was some good young players with Kelly Oubre. And Kelly Oubre worked well in our system.
He did, man.
He really worked well in our system. He brought a lot of energy and hey, damn, TJ. Hold on.
TJ has started the episode, man.
So what I was like, I think that with Monty Williams, to me, Monty Williams is one of that was the best addition we've made. Was an actual coach who was going to get the best out of the players that we had. Figure out a rotation, and really put our players in a good position and get them to buy in. So that's why I'm going to go with.
Definitely got to mention Cleveland because, like you said, Kyle Sexton had 20 points in every game. Then
Darius Garland, he looking like it. Darius Garland looking like it.
Yeah, so it's like and then they got their nickname Sexland.
Yeah.
Anytime you get a nickname, we got.
I'm not gonna mention that name in the Me Too movement, but that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
We definitely should retweet that.
Yeah,
but, Cleveland definitely needs some recognition. But like
I was gonna bring them up too because I like what I'm saying.
I like Eric said, yeah, absolutely, man.
Lakers in 4. Lakers in 4.
Straight up.
Lakers in 4.
Man, listen.
And I just want to say that.
Go ahead.
I just want to say that regardless of what happens this season, it's solidified that Devin Booker is my favorite player after calling PG a soft ass. You know what? Because what people fail to realize is Devin Booker always kind of been like that. But now when you act like he's Devin Booker ain't never been afraid of nobody. Devin Booker been going at people, but now he kept that
PG.
He kept that same energy when we actually good. And yes, I know you said that because it's PG, but I mean at the end of but in previous years, in previous years they'd be like, bro, no, it's you play for the Suns, bro. What are you doing?
I'm cooking. If you watch, I got books, bro. Moves.com. You better be watching, PG.
But Mikal Bridges was guarding him, not Book.
But listen, this is what I was gonna say though about the Lakers. Going back to the Lake Show, man. That Marc Gasol move here. I apologize, man. That move is going to be major because
we told you this. I don't even like the Lakers, and I told you that.
But his passing ability, bro. His passing ability is one. He's can be a 5 and step out to the perimeter, but then pass like a wing. So that's leaving Bron crashing to the rim like never before. So I mean the season's early, but the spacing might be the best that I've seen, man. And Vogel, I'm sold.
Logo Gasol can still hit that thing too.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what made the pass even worse because he can fake it and just shoot it from there.
We got I got a lot of criticism from, Marc Gasol signing, but like I said, his passing is unmatched. Like I said, the spacing is crazy, like we saying, and the offense is just the ball movement is just immaculate. Like everybody, it's like we got 3 point guards on the court. Like
it's cooking.
So I like the fact that I only think I hated that training camp wasn't longer, wasn't a lot for they can build the chemistry. We got to use these actual games to gel. So it's going like I said, as the season goes on, is going to get better. The defense is going to lock down because Vogel, that's what he does. And I like it. We're gonna add another piece later on once some buyouts happen. Trade deadline. We're gonna get better. We're gonna keep getting better. But like I said, I like the versatility of the roster, and we're gonna keep getting better.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Fantasy. I see you guys got your trophy.
Yeah. This other league, I won a chip in both leagues. You know what I'm saying? I had to bring it to the show.
Those is on the way, and that's why we had you on here now. We want to ask you right now: would you like a ring or would you like a trophy?
That's a good one. Oh, I'll take it. Hey, the ring might be cool. I got one. You know what I'm saying? This is real. This legit. But I'll take a ring, bro. That'll be cool, bro. I appreciate that.
Okay. I mean, it's your time to shine. You came in the league. See, if people really don't know, you being real.
They don't know
modest.
the story, right? They don't know the story about it, right?
You being real modest now, real chill. Tory talks trash, bro.
Yeah.
Oh no, I do. I'm just waiting for my time, bro. Hey, we had to have a good show. Then I'll get my shine on.
Tory talks trash. Tory came in. He said, "Are you sure you want me to add you to the league?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro. We want some competition." He like, "All right, look, I'm coming to win that thing."
Hey, sign me up to win, bro. And what's crazy though, like what I'm saying, when you add me to the league, like somebody dropped out, it's only the 12th pick left, and I'm like, man, I hate picking last. But I was like, you know what? We're gonna strategize. Put me in there. Let's go. Yeah. And the rest is history, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Like it was cool. It was fun. What I liked about our league is that it was competitive across the board. Like everybody, except for that one guy, I don't even know who the hell he was. But
Nigel France, you are no longer in the league because you compromised the integrity of our league because you wanted to be a thought over in Tulum. I can't believe you.
But hey, bro, why y'all bring up old stuff, bro? God,
I need my rematch.
Tulum.
I need my rematch.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But but for real, like it was cool though, having that competition, you know what I'm saying? But it was just after the draft, I was just like, it was times where I made picks. I'm like, this dude's still here?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What's
Now
going on?
Was elite, man.
It was, man. And then, it just happened to play out. But what pissed me off the whole year is I kept fucking losing to AJ. Like I lost to AJ. I'm like, bro. I said, bro, I lost to AJ. Hold on one second, buddy.
Hey, TJ.
So I lost to AJ early on, and I think it was a close game by like 3 or 4. So all right, whatever, it's cool. I get him at the end. Then at the end, he beat me again, and I'm just like, and you already know my first battle when we did the little verses, he beat me out, and I thought I should have won that. So I'm pissed. I'm like, this nigga always beat me. This nigga always beat me. So I'm like, you know what? I look at the bracket. I was like, I hope he wins. I hope he wins. I'm watching the games for his games. I'm like, please let him win. And we got to the chip. I'm like, oh, shit. But the funniest part, though, no lie. So we go into the last day. Everything was like 117 or 115 or something. He was up like 2 or 3. Yeah, I had Stephon Diggs. Yeah. I had Stephon Diggs left. And I was like, watch. He ain't going to throw Stephon Diggs the ball ever. He ain't giving Stephon Diggs the ball at all. And like the first couple drives, he's throwing it to everybody else. And I'm like, this is some bullshit. And then he just took off, and I was like, "Well, there you go."
Tory, let me tell you how bad my luck is because I was in between a rock and a hard place, bro. You had Stephon Diggs, and I needed you to not get nothing. But in another league, I was down 51 points, and Josh Allen was my quarterback.
Yeah,
Josh Allen got to 46 points.
Yeah, and they benched him.
So I ended up losing to you. And in another league, and because Josh Allen got benched.
Yeah,
bro, I'm the Buffalo Bills of fantasy football. It's solidified. It's solidified.
But not, but it was cool, man.
AJ. I always talk about trash about AJ on his because he gives me terrible fantasy advice. Like he purposely gives me bad fantasy advice because we're in multiple leagues. So that's why I personally hate him in fantasy. But I know he's a true competitor. But I have zero faith in him in championship games where he dropped the ball.
Yeah. I've literally been to like 6 championships in a row.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Haven't won.
You ain't won none?
I haven't won since like 2015, bro.
Well, I'm 2-0 this year. You know what I'm saying? In case I was wondering, I got 2 of them things. 2.
Don't worry. I'm coming back next year.
That's impressive though.
Of course, you gotta be in the league next year. That mean you gonna win it,
bro. I'm saying like at the end of the day, it's almost like it's like the odds. There's no way that I can lose. Like I'm at 7, like I'm at 0-7 right now. I can't go to 0-10, right? Like I have to win one.
You challenge Murph? You're challenging Murph?
I am Murph. What you talking about?
Yeah. So here comes number 7 and 8 next year. Why?
Better ask Jerry West how it go. Better ask Jerry West how it go.
The odds. It can't get it.
It can't be. I can never.
This shit is hard.
What? If I'm in the league, you might want to not. You might want to get another one.
I'm gonna let you know.
Don't worry, I ain't worried. Oh, but yeah, the Super Bowl hangover is real. Be careful.
Yeah, it definitely is though in fantasy.
Doing things you can't believe. It's the 3-man week. We come at you with topics. No, you cannot stop it.